So I'm going to try and cut out dairy.
And this is why we focus so much on promoting the health aspects of a vegan lifestyle, because telling people, and in fact even showing people, a newborn calf being ripped away from its mother and having its throat slit is not enough to get people to drop dairy. But if they have pimples, they have a catalyst and they might just listen.
So yesterday our Snapchat was going crazy with people letting us know that Anna was, talking about giving up dairy to help improve her acne, which is great because, as Natasha said, it's a catalyst. Yeah. Is Anna watching this video? Probably. Is she going to take on board the advice? Probably not. We've made other videos for her in the past and it doesn't seem like she's made any substantial changes. But it doesn't matter because this message is important for everyone to hear, because it could be a life-changing message.
So let's hear what Anna had to say in her Snapchat story and see how we can help her out today.
So I'm going to try and cut out dairy for maybe like 2 weeks. I haven't done it completely today because there were some things that I had which did contain dairy. So I'm going to just try and slowly, because when I think about it, I actually do consume a lot and I like dairy. That's the problem. But Jonathan doesn't really do dairy for other reasons. So I'm going to try and not completely cut it out, but just see what I can do and see if it makes a difference to my skin and see if it helps. But being 28 and still having issues with my with acne and stuff is kind of depressing. So I really want to sort it out.
Okay, so this is actually really good that Anna is making this connection between what she's putting in her body, primarily dairy of course, and her bad skin, which is wonderful. The problem is she's talking about a very short period of time and not even doing it 100%.
Dr. John McDougall, who has been helping people cure disease and health conditions like acne for 40 years with a low-fat, plant-based diet, has these recommendations on his website. A person with acne must be very strict for at least a month before evaluating the effects of the diet. Don't cheat.
So basically what you're going to put into this experiment is what you're going to get back out of it. And if you're not going to do it properly, then it's like, you can turn around at the end of the 2 weeks and say, well, it didn't work and I might as well just go back to eating dairy. But you don't really know until you commit to it and do it properly.
I'm making breakfast. This is for the kids. Porridge for the kids, and then I'm making it with almond milk for myself. It's better, tastes good.
So as for the taste, almond milk may or may not be to your liking. The great thing is there are many different varieties of plant-based milk. We personally used to use rice milk.
That's like the sweetest. We found that the nicest.
Exactly,
yeah.
And there's coconut milk, oat milk, hazelnut milk, and the list goes on and on. What's interesting is that you're not having the dairy milk, but you're still giving it to the kids. Now, your husband Jonathan doesn't consume dairy. You're trying to give it up to help cure your acne. Why not just have the whole family go dairy-free? Because dairy has been linked to childhood constipation, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer. Why would we want to give that to our children if it's not good enough for us as adults?
Now there are two main things going on here. There's the animal foods, dairy specifically, that is affecting the skin, but also high-fat plant foods can have a really bad effect on the skin, on acne. So although it's fantastic that you're taking out dairy and going to plant milks, that's great, but with something like acne where you're trying to get on top of it because you've had it for many years now, you kind of have to go super low fat at the beginning just to get on top of the problems. So we put almond milk into chronometer.com and you can see that it's 65.5% calories from fat. That's very high. So as Dr. John McDougall says, he recommends a very low-fat plant-based diet, especially for the first month. What's great is that our taste buds change about every 21 days. So we get used to different flavors, and we personally, we don't even use almond milk or any kind of plant milk anymore on our porridge, our oats. We just cook them with water, and all of the toppings, the fruit, the dates, the maple syrup, cinnamon, etc., adds that beautiful flavor that you need.
So having a look at what Anna's eating, she's eating mackerel, she's eating mayonnaise in a bagel. Now the issue there is both the mackerel and the mayonnaise are very high in fat. And it doesn't matter how lean the animal product is, because they don't contain any carbs, they just contain fat and protein. They are always higher in fat than is necessary for you to cure your acne.
So when we consume a high-fat diet, those fats have an inflammatory effect on the body. And most diseases, including acne, have an inflammatory basis. So we want to get those fats really low. The other problem is that the toxins that we put into our body need to come out in some way. And a lot of that is coming out through the skin.
The skin is the largest eliminatory organ of the body.
Exactly. Now, seafood, it doesn't matter where it comes from, is one of the most disgusting, toxic things that we could ever imagine. Our oceans are public toilets. You might as well go and take your goldfish out of their home bowl and pop it in your toilet, do your business, and then put it in your bagel. It's crap. We are literally eating crap. The water is so putrid dirty.
So even if the fish came from the purest water, which doesn't exist of course, fish is naturally high in fat. So it's great that you're ditching dairy, but if you've still got any other animal products in your diet, all of which are high in fat, that's not going to help your acne at all.
The great thing is there is vegan mayonnaise. However, it's still high in fat and it's still a processed food. If you want to get on top of your acne, it's recommended to stick to whole plant foods as much as possible, especially for the first month. What we would recommend, like this lunch for example, simple alternative. Get a can of chickpeas, drain them, mash them all up. You can add some avocado, squeeze of lemon, bit of salt and pepper, bit of spice if you want. Put that in your bagel and that's a healthier alternative.
Caroline did like an acne treatment thing. She did a mild acne treatment, I think. A lot of massage with oils and...
The health of your skin is determined from the inside out. So you can have all the facial treatments and facial massages in the world, but if you're still eating a high-fat diet of animal products loaded with toxins, they're not going to have any effect at all. And in fact, as Dr. John McDougall says, any oils or oil-based cosmetics applied topically are only going to make your acne worse.
We actually don't use anything on our skin. We just wash our skin with water and that's it. I have found when we're in a drier climate, if you get a little bit dry, I might put some coconut oil on. For the first few days it's okay, but then I start to break out. So the other thing that is really important for skin is hydration. We drink, well, at least 2.5 liters every single day. I mean, we live in a hot climate, so all the way up to, how much do you have?
6 liters.
You know, we're big water drinkers. That's really going to help keep your skin hydrated and flush out toxins. And we do find that exercise is wonderful just to get everything pumping and moving and sweating. That really helps with the health of your skin too.
Trying not to eat dairy, so I ordered a burger with no cheese and sweet potato fries. And then I saw a cheesecake. Couldn't help myself.
So once again, what we put into our bodies is what's going to come out of our bodies. And the effort we put into our diet and our lifestyle and healing ourselves is the exact results that we're going to get back. Eating this way, the acne ain't going anywhere. This is not the diet that you want to be on.
We've put the food that Anna ate into Chronometer, and as you can see, all of the things that she ate are very, very high in fat. So let's see what the science has to say about what contributes to acne and how to heal it.
The dairy, junk foods, meat, and egg proteins in Western diets all conspire to raise the activity of the enzyme TOR, contributing to acne and obesity. So using diet to suppress TOR may not only improve acne, but may prevent the march to more serious chronic TOR-driven diseases of civilization. So the excessive TOR stimulation induced by the standard American diet may first just manifest as premature puberty and acne, but then may contribute to obesity and diabetes, cancer, and Alzheimer's. A history of acne has been associated with breast cancer risk in women, for example, and prostate cancer in men. So, how do you turn acne on and off via dietary manipulation of TOR? To treat acne can only be achieved by higher consumption of vegetables and fruits, given preliminary evidence for the effectiveness of natural plant-derived TOR inhibitors in the treatment of acne, and the reduction of animal-derived food.
All right, let's wrap this up by hearing from Dr. John McDougall, what he recommends and what changes you can expect to see following his dietary recommendations.
There are populations of people where the adolescents and the adults do not have acne. These people uniformly live on a diet that's low in fat, mostly starches, vegetables, and fruits. Switch to a diet based upon rice, corn, potatoes, other starches, with the addition of fruits and vegetables. Get the dairy out of the diet. That's very important, and all the oils. that corn oil, that safflower oil, that olive oil. Get it out of the diet. First thing you'll notice in a matter of 3 or 4 days is the oiliness of your skin disappears. You have a bright, pink, very fresh-looking skin tone, healthy looking. And then the next thing that happens over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks is the pimples heal.
So to sum up, a 2-week half-hearted attempt at ditching dairy is not going to help you overcome your acne, Anna. You've got to ditch dairy 100%, you've got to ditch all other animal products, you've got to ditch the oils, and you've got to not apply any cosmetics to your skin for at least a month.
So although you have to be very strict with this initially, especially in the first month at least, what you will find in time once you get on top of the acne is that you may be able to reintroduce some plant foods that are higher in fat, and your skin may potentially not break out.
So I hope this video has been helpful to you, Anna, and to anyone else watching. Help us make sure that Anna sees the video. Her social media is linked below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do, and it's fantastic for your skin. See you next video.
Bye guys.
We were raised eating meat, dairy and eggs just like you and everybody else. We seriously cannot express how much we loved eating animal products. 3 times a day they would be in all of our meals, and we would have